That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of fortnight again. We've got a Cosmic Council and we've got a full house. We've got myself, we've got an Ed, and we've got an Andy. How are we all this wonderful evening?
Yeah, all
Splendid.
right.
Splendid, I wish I was. I'm full of lurgy.
He's got
I popped into the Warhammer shop somewhere and got nurglised. That's what it feels like, anyway. I feel like the great unclean one. Who have we got in the live chat with us today? We've got Josh, we've got Ben, we've got Martin. Usual suspects. Usual suspects. Just those three so far. Just those three so far. Oh, Andy,
Hello.
you had ideas for tonight's topic, and thank goodness, because I certainly didn't. I've been absolutely useless this last couple of days.
Obviously not about news, but people might get interested in vaguely in one of the things that I had in mind. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, I haven't got any toy news planned this week. I did have a quick look this afternoon, and quite frankly, most of it just felt like same old, same old, same old. It's like we've been here, we've done this, or it's another version of the same character with different accessories. And I was just like, you know what? We don't need to talk about this, so we won't. And I'll keep it a little bit shorter tonight because I am knackered. Oh, Dave's joined us as well. Hello there, Dave. How you doing, sir?
Dave.
So you pitched two ideas. This is the first one.
Yes.
Straight into talking about toys. I like it.
Okay. Super. Yes. So the most diminutive chap who I immediately sort of laid my hands on was probably, in terms of actually, I think he's a proper little toy. He's Tweaky.
Oh, I got one of them.
Yeah, this is my little Migo Tweaky. And he is properly teeny tiny, but he is very, very detailed. So I mean, he's literally my thumb height. He's no bigger than that. But in terms of sort of memories of the TV show he's associated with, he's absolutely bang on, and he's incredibly detailed. I mean, you may not be able to see that on my camera, this sort of range.
Would you like me to enlarge you, sir?
Yeah. So he has actually got quite a lot of detail going on, and he's even to the point where he's got Dr. Theophilus, I think his name was, on the front of him as well. So they spared no sort of level of detail on him. So you can't say fairer than that, really, at this sort of scale. So I've even what made me chuckle. I mean, I thought you could get a bit daft with this, and I've even got a slightly smaller version of him, ironically, which comes from the large Corgi Starfighter.
Of course, yeah.
So he's like half his height, but of course he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't really do anything other than stand there looking pretty. So it's not really a toy. That's more of a figure, I think. It's more of a statue, if you like. So I wasn't sure that really sort of counted in terms of being my smallest toy as such. But then when I went in the opposite direction, I thought, I'm not moving my Lego Batmobile. That's not going to happen. But that is quite hefty. That's a good that's nearly an IKEA bookshelf length. So that is a large Lego model.
I love your measurements. IKEA bookshelf length. That's how we measure things now. Anything but the metric system.
The metric system, absolutely. Mainly because I didn't get a tape measure out, so I have no idea what it is in real money. But then I thought actually, in terms of, I don't know if this is absolutely the largest, but in terms of impressiveness on a shelf, the Playmates Bird of Prey, closely followed by the Diamond Select version, is pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. Because the wingspan is actually pretty big. And the actual main body itself isn't massive, but then actually when you sort of hold it like that, it is there's quite a lot of it. It's not a small spacecraft that. So actually, in terms of sort of shelf presence, I think that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And it is properly a toy as well, because it's a Playmates edition of it. So it's it's intended to be played with. So I just thought that was probably sort of the best.
Isn't that diamond?
This isn't.
No? Oh, I thought that one was diamond.
No, you can tell by the stand, because the stand's not the black Diamond Select stand, it's very much a Playmate stand. But they do look quite... I was going to say they look similar. Actually, they don't when they're up close together. There's none of this sort of stickery malarkey going on the Select one. So they are. The Diamond Select one is much... Yeah, it's got much better detailing. The Playmate's always a little bit soft on their detailing. It's always there and thereabouts, but it's always a bit softer. Diamond Select are very much more accurate, which is why I tend to prefer them, because they actually look better closer to the actual ships. So, oh, and of course I did have an honorary mention, which is her. Because she's quite a chunky monkey as well. Bless her. It's a lanyard, isn't it? This one is it?
Yes.
Lanyard? Yes. It's the lanyard alien queen. And I never heard of these before I spotted one in Gareth's shop a little while ago. But for display size, you can't really beat her, and for price, you definitely couldn't beat her.
Yeah,
so,
it's another one at the moment.
Yeah. But it's funny because she reminds me of one of the comic stories where these foolish Earthlings go along trying to collect some special jelly that only queens produce. But then they discover that this sort of schism has happened, so we've now got red aliens versus the original kind of darker coloured aliens, and it's just genocide, sort of civil war, basically. Yeah, so she reminded me of that, so I thought it would be rude not to, basically. But they are probably my biggest, I think, those two. What are people saying in the chat?
Josh is saying that his smallest would be a Mini-Mates figure, and his largest would be the Marvel Select Red Hulk, which is quite big. Yeah. It's quite chunky, is that. Ben is saying that his smallest would probably be one of the Blockies. It's the Defender Ironhide, and the biggest would be his Hot Toys Falcon the Predator.
Oh yes, yeah.
Hello, Joe. How are you doing?
Joe's got some big ones. So.
Yeah, Joe. What's your biggest toy and what's your smallest toy?
Context.
Ed, do you want to go next?
I can do. I don't have them to show.
Okay.
No worries.
Smallest would be a pilot from a Zoid.
Ah, good.
The biggest would be Ultima Guard, which is about just a shy over maybe 2.5 foot.
Wow.
Which is that one?
That's the third party Omega Supreme. Well, that's the tallest at the moment. I don't know how tall the new Devastator is going to be that I'm picking up. So that may end up being the tallest yet. I'm not right sure, to be fair. But at the moment, it's Ultima Guard, biggest, and a Zoid pilot, the smallest.
I didn't actually go into my front room and squint hard at my grandstand converter version of Omega Supreme. That would have been a contender as well. Actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're not accepting a Zoid pilot, then I suppose really the smallest I've got, I could say, probably would be.
I would accept a Zoid pilot in a Zoid cockpit with 2 wing weapons attached to it.
Maybe. Oh, well, it's not really a toy. Is it a toy? I suppose it is a toy.
After our last conversation, the last council, I half expect you to bring a piece of gravel and a log.
It's a decoy. Back in '87, they on the throttle bots, you got a small rubber transformer character. It wasn't actually a rubber. You couldn't use it as a rubber. It was just a rubber.
That was in one of your photos, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's probably about maybe over an inch in height.
Oh, you know.
I was thinking those little pencil end robots that I had, because they're sort of they're nearly toys, but not quite. I used to fly them around like that, mine.
Well, I suppose if you want to go for a traditional toy,
what was that?
Kremzik.
These are
shelf.
These little robot pen toppers that I I got the other day that I used to have when I was little. So I used to sort of fly them around because I decided they had jetpacks, you see, because they do.
Yeah. Or maybe an R2.
Joe's saying his biggest is the Necker Balrog, and his smallest is probably one of the micro figures that comes with a playset.
Yeah, because you would have got some small ones with things like the Manta Force, wouldn't you?
Oh yes, but smaller. If you know the Micro Machines playsets.
Oh right, okay. Then, well, if we're going that route, then I would say, if it's a figure that's playable, I would say it would be the pilot then for my Legions of Power.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Which everything I've mentioned, apart from the Kremzik, are all packed away, so you ain't seeing it. I'm not unpacking it all just for this. Just for for the. I'm happy. I think I've got pictures, but I'm not. It's buried way back at the back of the attic, so it's. And it was short notice. Was Andy's suggestion as well?
It was indeed. It was. Was it today? Was it yesterday?
It was probably this morning on the train going into work. Yes. Knowing me,
I think it's all blended into one.
Oh, actually, I could show one that is quite big.
Well, the Devastator is a bit of a cheat, isn't it? Because it's multiple toys, so it can be huge at the end.
But when it's combined, it is then one toy.
Indeed. Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, sir, that's a rather large one.
The Lego shuttle.
Yeah, that is a bit.
Which is still waiting to be dismantled.
Yeah, exactly. That's a slightly older version of it, isn't it, compared to the current one? Yes.
No, that is the current one.
Is it? Oh, that is the current one, is it? Oh my gosh, it's bigger than I thought it was actually. Then. Because doesn't it mount on top of a Boeing? That one.
It would have to be a very big Boeing, Andy.
Well, I was going to say that's why I'm confused. I thought the current one was one that was sat on the back of a Boeing, so I said it was larger than I thought it was.
Oh right, no. This, if they've made a smaller current one, then fair enough. But this, I think this has been out. Is it 3 years? Is it 3, 4 years?
Oh right, okay, got you. Yeah.
But it's the big one. It's like the Lego Ideas one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool on that one.
But that's
Hello,
about
toy_collector.
How long is that?
What do you think is the most vintage personal? Oh, Dave's got himself a vintage Siderium. You show off.
He's 22-inch, 22-inch tip to nose. So it's just under 2 foot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've not measured the Batmobile, but that's also a very chunky monkey. I just didn't want to. I wasn't brave enough to risk moving it, just in case.
Martin says that his largest would be his vintage Millennium Falcon, and his smallest would be a itty bitty probe droid, Imperial probe droid, which I'm guessing is a Micro Machines one.
It's funny actually because the Micro Machines I've got, shock faint, are Babylon 5 ones, and I don't think they are that tiny compared to some of the actual just sort of truck ones and stuff. So I don't know.
The figures are tiny.
Oh, the figures, right?
Yeah, the figures are tiny.
I say I've got a Micro Machines Batmobile.
Oh, cool.
That's small, but not. But it doesn't matter how big or small it is, as long as you can play with it and get some enjoyment out of it.
I'll go with mine. I'll start with the biggest, and I think it has to be
something you can get inside of.
Yeah, technically, definitely. It's got to count as a toy because you can play with it. If you don't count it, then I do have a very large Godzilla as well. I mean, both the Dalek and the Godzilla, they are at the shop. They are on display, but they're also not for sale because they are mine. So they still count as being part of mine collection.
Plus, he doesn't want to be held liable for any exterminations.
And then smallest, let's get rid of that one now. So move from scene. Smallest. This has to be a contender. It's something that I picked up on Sunday at the Bolton Toy Fair. It was left on my stall. It's not something that I've not bought this. It was between two boxes of loose figures on my stall. It's a Pokemon. I think it's a knockoff Pokemon. I do recall seeing a stall there with a box full of these, and they were selling them at £4 for £1. So I assume it came from there. And it was, like I said, it was right at the end of the day, so there was no one really I could hand it into. There was no one going to be coming to collect it.
It's an escaping Pokemon.
So I thought, you know what? I actually have one of these Godzilla playsets that's missing the Godzilla figure. So I thought I'll just paint that black and pop it in there. Because it's got the right look, hasn't it?
No, fair dues. It has.
Yeah, I'll pop it in there with King Ghidorah. And failing that, I've just picked up this guy, which I know Ben was chasing, but he's managed to get one now, and Josh was chasing. I've got quite a lot of Lego figures, and yeah, they've got a count, haven't they?
I think so.
I'd put a good shout out there with the pilot for a Zoid. But no.
Yeah, but they're not articulated. Those would just be like my little tweaky figure there.
I don't think I could think of it. Well, it is an accessory. It's not articulated, but that comes with one of the Lego minifigures.
Oh yes,
a little micro Lego figure.
It's small.
It's definitely tiny.
Very close.
Right, let's get me off big because we don't like me being on big. There we go. What's anyone else saying in the chat? Has anyone else pitched any idea? Obviously, so Dave was saying that his biggest is the vintage shuttle Tidarium. What's your smallest then, Dave? The garage is fine. I've seen the toy has got to be okay. Whatever. Micro machines, I think. The probe droids are micro machines. Yeah, Ben's like, yep, that Dalek, yep.
There's also Harley Quinn.
It comes into pieces, Joe. It's not one big solid piece of Dalek. It comes into 5 pieces. Ben would love a Dalek like that. You know, it'd be like a house for you, wouldn't it, Ben? Because you're so small. It would be like a house for you. Tyranitar, what's that?
I think that means the Pokemon.
Oh, is that? Ah, okay. You've named a Pokemon. Oh, it's going to be Godzilla. It's going to be Godzilla. Are the cosmic raffles again? Nope. No. Who has been checking up on my channel? You'd have to ask everyone individually, wouldn't you? Largest for me is probably the Lego Death Star, says Paul the Bookworm. Hello, Paul the Bookworm. What's your... Smallest is going to be a minifigure then, isn't it? Or a brick. A stud. Excuse me. Maybe the 3.75 inch scale Grogu, which is actually about 0.5 of an inch. Yeah. Tiny. It's smaller than most Warhammer figures.
They said they disappeared fairly rapidly for most people then.
Right then, Andy. Once again, your thing. So we will. I'll pitch this over to you, sir.
Yes. So so I'm trying to get my head around going to this ridiculously huge Comic Con on a scale the likes of which I don't think I really wrapped my head around yet. So I've sorted out my autographs and my sort of photo opportunities. I've done that bit. And then I was looking on the website to see if anyone had cancelled actors-wise or anything like that, because they do periodically do that, and then they bring in like new people. So Sigourney Weaver turned up like 2 weeks ago, and her autographs clearly sold out immediately. So there was no chance. I completely missed the boat on that one. But then I realised when I was looking at the website that actually there was a whole section on exhibitors, and that I'd sort of thought about this. I thought, what else do they do apart from the panels and autographs and so on? And it's a big exhibition centre. So basically, there are going to be exhibitors there coming out of everyone's ears. So I thought I might just run through with you so you can see who's there, and you can probably tell me more about them than I know. A lot of them are going to be like local comic shops and stuff. So but you can filter by different categories and stuff. So I can just have a quick scroll down. You can see what sort of size we're looking at. So do you want to share my window? Thank you, Gareth. Is that big enough for people to see? These are just the featured ones. These are sort of out of order. So we've got captured collectibles. The collector care. I know that Bandai are going to be there.
Oh, Bandai.
Bandai, yes. I will get to them eventually. This is going to go in. Do we know who to? So they've got SH Figure Arts. These guys who are selling them. They've all got websites and stuff linked from here as well.
That's Bandai.
Yeah. Teacher. So we're going in alphabetical order now, but just shout if you see someone you recognise. Obviously, I will stop if I see someone I recognise. There's loads of comics.
Recognise Adult Swim.
Yeah, I thought that was a TV show.
It is.
Yeah, adult animation. Yeah,
It's a channel, isn't it? Really?
Channel. Yeah.
I think they do comics as well, though.
Okay. Loads and loads of comics. Oh God, I hope my son doesn't see that. Game controllers. Oh. That's going to get expensive fast. Authentic Japanese import anime character goods. Gundam, Gunpla, mecha models. That could be an interesting one. This must be mixing in some of the artists as well, I think. All Blue Anime. Aloha Comics. Anime Gifts. May not be overly exciting. There's just loads and loads of them. I'm only a fraction of the way down the page.
You're still on here.
Yeah. Well, I think some people are awesome minis. I think some people are more sort of proper sort of featured sponsors types. Gashapons. That might be interesting. They're the little capsule toys, aren't they?
Bandai.
Oh yes, here we go. It's the entertainment and the collectibles. Barnes and Noble.
I think I knew the bearded artist actually.
So I mean, I was thinking that I was going to need to go somewhere else to sort of go and find like a New York retro store, but actually I rather think it's going to come to me, because I suspect anybody in this sort of market is going to be at the New York Comic Con if they've got any sense. Anyway,
I know Bill Sakarinwitz, who you just passed.
Oh right, okay.
He's quite a prolific comic book artist.
Knowing me, I'm going to recognise a lot of the works, but I won't really know names so much. So there's McFarlane is there, Jim Lee is there, so there'll be quite a few sort of big names around, definitely. Box with balls. Do we know who Brian Kong is?
Well, he's worked as an illustrator for 30 years. He started working at Marvel in 1994.
Well read. Honestly. Bulletproof Comics. I did last time I was in New York, which was 10 years back now. I did go to one comic store there, and I know where that one is. It's just off Times Square. So I might try and get back to that one. But I suspect I might be all done by the time I escape the Comic Con. Does anyone in the chat recognise any of these at all?
I think a lot of them are going to be stores and
a lot of them are
small
actually
businesses from the States.
I think the problem is I'm in the sea, so that it's all comics at the moment. So a comicsology, yeah. Lots of game controller stuff.
Crunchyroll,
yeah.
the chat saying at the moment? So Paul the Bookworm was saying that his smallest toy would be Masterpiece Bumblebee. And if we're going tallest, then his largest would be the Titan Metroplex.
Oh.
Just supporting your nomination for president. I can manage the Cosmic Council being Pokemon trainers. I'm not sure about that. Hello, Dave. How are you doing, sir? Just in, need to make tea, so we'll have us on in the background.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Joe. If the council were Pokemon trainers, what would be their Pokemon? I don't even know anything about Pokemon, so you're asking the wrong person there.
The only one I really know is I know Pikachu, and I know Charizard, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Only another 1,490.
I know. It really did pass me by, did Pokemon, it has to be said.
Josh recognised Alex Vincent.
Okay. Excellent.
Toy collector. Do I have any Jurassic Park toys in the shop? At the moment, no. I seem to really struggle to get Jurassic Park toys in, to be honest. I did get some of the modern Jurassic World dinosaurs in. I have a box full of those to sort out. I really need to pull my finger out.
East Side Comics. Yeah, so I mean, basically, it's a lot.
It certainly is.
It's a lot.
Still only on F.
I know, and the thing is, I mean, they could be there for 4 days as well.
Yes, well, at this pace, so will we.
Well, all right. I was trying to find content. Funko, look, everybody, Funko are going to be there. Woo! In fact, I mean, I shouldn't knock it because apparently they were actually there was a pre-registration thing to get Funko exclusives that opened that you could actually book slots, I think, to go and get them early before everyone else. That was actually a thing. So there must presumably still be, well, if they've never ever not been, they're massive in the States, clearly. For them to be doing that as part of the actual con arrangements, you know?
I have heard of Galactic Toys. They used to be very closely connected with Funko at one point.
Oh, right, okay. Interesting. Game of Ham? Geekify. Geekify rings a bell as well.
So, of everything that's been up so far, what are you excited about seeing, Andy?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know what any of these places will actually be selling. It's not immediately apparent. I mean, the thing is, I don't know. I'm probably not deep enough in my anime to sort of try and hunt down the anime ones, but I'm sure there'll be loads of it. But they might have things like Gundams and stuff, which I am slightly familiar with, so I might see something interesting there.
You don't need to go all the way to New York for Gundam.
Well, I know, I am aware of this. But I say they will be there, and you asked me the question, so... I
know of Hakes Auctions.
Oh, right, okay. No hallmark for all fankind. Funny.
Huh.
I don't know what are their ornaments like? Because I do see Star Trek hallmark stuff from time to time, and I've no idea if that's really a thing or not.
They're not bad quality-wise. They're okay.
Ed, what are you doing there, mate? Are you going to New York as well?
What? What?
Pastel.
It's a bit small, Andy. I can't see it.
Can you zoom in any further?
What's it say?
Not on this.
It says action figures, statues, and much more, but the figure looks very, very similar to you somehow.
Bald with glosses.
Indeed, and some facial hair as well. That's quite scary.
Josh recognises Figpin.
Josh,
and Dave is asking, who does them skeleton figures? Are they there?
4 Horsemen.
4 Horsemen.
I don't think
They'll be back under F.
Yes, thank you
or
for that.
maybe they're at the beginning under 4.
I don't think they were there. I think I would have noticed them if they were there. No.
If they're exhibiting.
Yeah, I mean, they might be available. They'll almost certainly be available there, I imagine.
Josh also recognises handmade by robots.
Okay.
Do you mean the Mythic Legions ones? Ed as Dave? Yes, he does. I noticed Phil's not in the chat tonight. He's also got a set of those skeletons. IDW, Higher Toys. I recognise Higher Toys. Oh no, it's not Higher Toys, is it? Higher Tatty. Higher Tatty? Oh, no, I don't recognise Higher Tatty. I take it back.
IDW, Ignition Press. Oh, Invincible.
Well, this is riveting.
Well, you didn't have a news segment, so just bear with. Other people are spotting things that they're aware of. So let's just be generous and that. I'll try and go a little bit faster because there is. I mean, there's just shed loads. I've no idea where to begin with this. I think it's probably one of those things that people go to each year and just do little chunks of. Because I mean, they have been really good on the Reddit group for it. Actually, they've been giving some very sort of sound advice, basically saying you're not going to see everything you intend to see. So just be happy with what you do get to see. Cause that's a bit. What the?
I just thought I put some music to it. It might.
Oh, me. Lots of toys. Lots of toys might be. Ugh, no. Funko.
Lovers over losers. Oh, look, Marvel. I think I
Marvel. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? Okay. All right. Well, this isn't, as you say, it's not thrilling, is it? Really?
Mondo. I know Mondo.
Monday.
Konami. Josh noticed. Speaking
yeah.
of comics, the final hardback volume of TMNT by IDW arrived for him the other day, says Paul. They look so good on a shelf together. They do. They do. I fell off them, but with them. But I think I got the first 17 or so. They're nice.
NECA Kid Robot is there.
Hello, Buford. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, Bruford. I'm just scrolling furiously at the moment, so apologies if I'm not looking at the camera.
Andy's trying to lull us all to sleep with his ASMR.
Paramount will be there.
Paramount Plus at that.
Yep.
So if you want to take this opportunity to go and make yourselves a cup of tea,
Or cocoa.
Pixel
will be probably round about G or maybe H by the time you get back.
What are P's? R's now, look. Range stop. Sandstorm Comics, never heard of them. Anyone?
No.
No.
I think I've heard of Scott's Collectibles. Although there could be one of those businesses where there's lots of names of Scott's Collectibles. I don't know.
It's always possible. Oh, Higher Toys.
Well, there's Higher Toys. They're Shanghai Higher Toys.
Shanghai Higher Toys, yeah. Okay. Sigma Comics, Silver Age Comics.
Simon and Schuster.
Yeah. My son is going to wonder what on earth's happening because he doesn't have great knowledge of any of these things.
Steiff.
Yes. He's got a bear, actually. He's got a bear. Storm King, Stormy Vault from New York. Do you want to see who's actually there? Would that be of more interest?
Oh, we haven't got to that bit yet, have we?
I wasn't actually planning on doing that, but we could do if people are bored.
Vt. Oh, I thought that said VTech. You know, the kids.
Well, I don't know. It's got
computer toys.
It's got a slightly Macross look to it, though. That logo.
Very tech. Yeah.
Okay. Horizon.
Sorry, just hang on a minute.
Oh, Scott's Collectibles is a YouTuber over here. Okay.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah.
I've just got to call your flight's boarding.
No, 2 weeks to go. Yeah. Warhammer. Funny enough.
Please. Webtoon. Whatnot.
Whirl and Twirl. White Tiger.
I take it the traders that have a pumpkin for their logo are ones that don't actually have a logo, because there's quite a lot of pumpkins in there.
Yes, very probably. Very probably. So in terms of entertainment guests, this is who's there. So one of the Professor X's is there. Ming-Na Wen is there. And there's Sigourney. I'm feeling that's quite an old picture of Sigourney with Best Will in the World.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of Matrix representation. I mean, a lot of these I have no knowledge of whatsoever. So a lot of them are obviously for a much younger generation.
I don't know who any of these are.
Well, interestingly,
Annie Potts is Ghostbusters, isn't she?
She is, but she's also she plays Meemore in the Sheldon spin.
Oh, they're voice actors.
Yeah, some of them are.
That's why I don't recognise the bloody faces.
Well, they're not all voice actors. Brendan Fraser is there.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Why ain't Brendan Fraser up the top with the others?
I don't know, but isn't he a little bit reclusive these days? I don't know if he'd want to be in the limelight so much. I don't know.
Can't blame him.
Chloe Bennett.
Mr. B, how are you doing, sir?
Clark Gregg is there.
See, I think his name's the wrong way around. Greg Clark sounds so much better.
I'll mention that to him.
Yeah.
Shortly before I'm escorted from the building, probably.
Oh, Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
Put him up the top.
Well, again, apparently not. He's been on there for a while, so I think if it was wrong, he's recently appeared. Ian Grufford, Yoan. I mean, Yoan, isn't it? Grufford.
Lone.
He was Cypher, wasn't he, in the Matrix?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in Goonies.
Yeah.
Played one of the Fratellis.
That's right, yeah.
So Carl Urban, Karen Gillan.
God, how did I not recognise him?
I know of Jessica Jones, but I never watched the series, so I don't really recognise her. And Mae Whitman, she was in Scott Pilgrim. So I do know the character, but I don't know her as an actress particularly beyond that. Martin Sheen is there apparently.
Oh, John F. Kennedy.
Critical Role people are there in force. So Matthew Mercer's there.
What's Critical Role?
As I understand it, Critical Role is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign played out on YouTube and the like, which apparently takes forever to finish, but is entertaining as heck. So I've never really sat and watched a full one, but I've seen clips and they are very, very funny. The bloke out of Fantastic Four, apparently. Oh, he's Ben Grimm, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
From the original Fantastic Four.
So they've got half of the Fantastic Four then.
Yeah, they've got Fantastic 2, yeah. Unless someone randomly turns up, of course, which is always possible.
Yeah. Norman Reedus.
Yeah. Don't know any of them. Seem to have loads of the X-Men 97 voice cast.
Yeah, well, they've got nothing else to do, have they?
Simon Pegg. She-Hulk is there.
Oh, Chai.
Ah.
Tom Skerritt.
Garrett, yeah.
They're lucky because I think he's in his 90s now. He's Tom Skerritt.
He's I'm going to say he can't be young. Yeah.
Oh.
Look, he was in Top Gun, and that was in the 80s. I mean, that was
He was in Alien, and that was 79.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm sure that photo is a publicity shot photo from Alien.
Yeah, it's not a recent photo.
Yeah.
No.
There'll be people queuing up looking for that guy in that photo.
Oh, Veronica Cartwright and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah. I mean, you could spend an absolute fortune on autographs and stuff if you wanted to. It's like...
Yeah. Shouldn't they be paying us for their autographs?
What days are you going for then, Andy?
All of them.
All right, okay.
This is Thursday through Sunday.
Okay.
I won't necessarily be there all the time, but I mean, there is a lot to get round, and I've got stuff to do on each day in theory, so...
Okay. And how long are you actually in New York for?
We've got a week.
A week.
Yeah.
Who's the other ones there, Andy? Have they been on Jimmy Kimmel show, have they? The ones that are cancelled?
I see what you did there. Very topical. Very topical.
John Bernthal, Famke Janssen.
Oh, he was still
Punisher.
going recently.
Walking Dead.
Famke's pulled out as
Breckin
well.
Meyer. They were in Studio 54.
Oh,
and
you'll not be meeting RoboCop.
No RoboCop. No RoboCop.
Oh, Lewis.
And, Seth Green was going to be there as well, but I think he's been marked as cancelled for quite a while, so that obviously wasn't going to be a thing for very long, it seems.
Dr. Peter Weller.
Yeah. So there you go. So that is the Comic Con that will be.
Love to meet Carl Urban, apparently.
I will be seeing him for a photo opportunity.
Oh, really?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Is he one of the cheaper ones?
Like hell. No, but I do like him as an actor. So I thought if I was gonna have a photo op with anyone,
How much is the photo op with Carl Urban?
It's about £70.
£70. Can you not just sort of like
family members included in the photo with you?
Yeah, can't you just take an over-the-shoulder selfie stood in front of the table?
Yeah, if you want to get escorted out the building, yes, you can probably.
I'm sure people take photos of them while they're sat at the table.
Well, I'm sure, but basically you get a decent shot, and you will actually be close up physically with them as well, so you can actually have a brief conversation, get a photo, and then you get kicked out. So,
Paul's asking, are there any artists announced?
you want me to look at the artist section?
Paul, you're going to make us all get this one.
Yes, Paul, there are artists. Guests.
Comic guests. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, now these I know even less about, and certainly wouldn't recognise them.
Has anyone got any Ritalin? Because I don't think I can take much more of this
I'm
excitement.
aware of Adam Hughes.
Right.
He's a very good artist.
Bounty for this. Right, Paul a bookworm. Shout when you see someone. I'll go slowly.
I know Al Ewing. I know
Or
Adam
we could make it fun and just mock the way that people look as you go down the photo.
I mean, the funny thing about Adi Granov is he's often in Leeds, and he often pops into OK Comics to sign a load of comics for free. No, I don't know them.
I've heard of Batman Hush.
Don't know them. I don't know them. Still on A. Arthur Adams. I think I know Arthur Adams.
Godzilla.
That'll be why I know Arthur Adams, won't it?
I feel that's fair.
It's a long shot, but you see what I did there? No, don't know them. Brian Azzarello, yeah, he's very good.
I know that style. Chrissy there. I've seen that before somewhere.
I should know most of these. I have a comic shop.
Yes, you do.
I know Cliff Chiang.
Colleen looks really familiar, but I can't place her at all. He's got too many E's in his name. Give somebody else some E's.
Oh, no, Dan Slot, Bell End. David Finch, know him. I know that Declan Shelby as well.
Thundercats.
Donny Cates.
Does Ben get the Thundercats comics?
He does, yes. It's not necessarily the same Thundercats, though, is it? They've been doing it for a lot of years. Donny Cates is big on the Venom stuff. He does a lot of Venom.
Okay.
Or has done.
It was like most of the artists there.
I feel like I know Erica Schultz as a name, but I can't place it. FBI's Most Wanted, says Martin.
Yes. Well, you never know these days.
Frank Miller. I'm surprised that a lot of these artists are willing to be in the same room as him. Frank Cho, know him. Frank Thierry, know him. Gabriel Diletto, we know him. George Takei is an artist. Since when?
He's written a book.
That does not make him an artist.
Well, I don't know. This is just, he's in there anyway.
What's it say underneath his name?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
What else?
It's like C-3PO for Anthony Daniels.
maybe he's committed to some comics. He's contributed to some comics then.
Yeah.
Ben knows Piccolo. Oh no, Greg Piccolo. No, Greg Land. He gets into a lot of trouble for tracing.
Anthony Daniels will have a very short CV.
Oh, no, it's a very long one. It's just the same role over and over again.
In different places and different times. Yeah, J. Scott Campbell's
good.
I don't think I'm actually down for any of his panels, but he'll be there apparently.
J. Lee. James Tinian the Fourth. Only J.
Jeff Loeb.
Jeff Loeb. We know him, yes. Very good.
I'm more familiar with his brother here.
It's, you can almost see just how far left some of these people are, can't you? Oh, well, I spoke too soon. Definitely. Jock, I know Jock. I know Jodie Houser as well. Terrible Star Wars comics. Joe Crusader. Kim Joy. Ed's having fun, says Joe.
Yeah. Well, I'm just answering the call of the chat.
This is almost as stimulating as when I was going through the photos on the anniversary stream. Yeah. Almost as stimulating.
Almost.
That was entertaining. I enjoyed that.
Gareth, be honest, it was fucking boring. That's why I've taken it down.
Elements of it was, but I really enjoyed seeing those photographs of our stall at the car museum.
No, I have taken it down because it fucking bored the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Oh.
That's no slight upon Andy. It was just I wasn't.
That's 2 hours of my life I'm not getting back there. Thanks.
I was bored, so I took it down.
Oh. I've got to be honest, Andy. I kind of zoned out and I've stopped looking at the names.
All right. Well, I think we've done our bit. We've done chat service.
Yeah. If anybody wants to look at the artist list, head to the website and look yourself.
Yeah, Andy, pop a link in the comment section.
Yeah.
It's NewYorkComicCon.com. It's very straightforward. Right, remove my window from the screen, please. Or I'll just stop
It's
sharing.
like looking for employee of the month, says Martin. Liam Sharp, says Dave, amazing 2000 AD artist. Oh, it's on big.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's not right. That's right. There we go. Ooh. Right, have we exhausted our topics of conversation? That was brilliant. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Fairly well.
I don't know. What do we want to move on to?
Anyone got pickups?
What have we got? Yeah, come on. Show us your bits. Let's talk about some toys.
That's shocking.
Who's going first?
I'll let Andy go first. He can redeem himself for the past 20 minutes.
Hey, how much have you contributed? Oi!
Pardon?
Sir, I came up with ideas. I've had ideas.
I'm just here for his window dressing.
All right.
It's quite literally brought the popcorn for everyone.
I have. That's my fuck you to the viewers who are coming to expect something to need popcorn for. They're not fucking getting it.
Kosh.
Narrative.
Kosh.
Ambassador Kosh of Babylon 5. Who has
What are the odds of me sharing that thing last night?
That was freaky. Literally, I just finished doing the video for this and put the thumbnail up for said video with him on it.
Right.
A 1 in 4 chance of picking on the right figure, and you picked him. Yeah,
No,
so you will be seeing this not this week but next week. But I actually got this because, well, there's a backstory to why I got this particular one, but I happened to get through others with it. So this is just your standard Babylon 5 action figure release from back in the day, which is mysteriously anonymous in terms of who actually made them. And arguably the actual backing card is actually better than the figures themselves because they've got naffle articulation. So I tend to leave them on the card when I have them. But they do come with these ships, and these are actually the biggest Babylon 5 ships you can get, pre-painted at least. They're nearly twice the size of Micro Machines, who also did a range of Babylon 5 ships. That's it.
Yeah, the very little of Babylon 5 that I've ever seen, that was one of two characters that intrigued me the most. That and obviously Jakar.
Yes, he's a very, very interesting character, and I couldn't even say too much about him when I was doing it in the video. It's Force for Habit.
Is it some kind of, what is it underneath the cloak? Is it some kind of small lizardy kind of thing? Is it, or what? Or?
Can't tell you too much.
Right, Andy, if I might interject, there's only been two companies that have ever made Babylon 5 toys, figures in particular. There's Galoob and there's Exclusive Premiere. And what you hold in your hand is Exclusive Premiere.
So that's actually a toy company name?
Yeah.
Okay. But they're not indicated on here at all. I have seen that mentioned on some of them. What else did they ever make? Because I've never heard of them. That's why I didn't recognize it. I saw it.
They have made... Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you sitting on the edge of your seat? Because this is another alphabetical list. Abbott and Costello, Babylon 5, Best of the West, Beverly Hillbillies, Bewitched, Blues Brothers, Bond Girls, Brady Bunch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Casablanca, Chips, Country Music Stars, Dracula, Dukes of Hazzard, George Burns, Get Smart, Gilligan's Island.
Oh my god.
Yes, it gets worse. Grease, Happy Days, Honeymooners, James Bond, Dr. No, Goldfinger, Spy Who Loved Me, Tomorrow Never Dies, James Dean, Laurel and Hardy, The Lone Ranger, Monsters, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Three Stooges, Tomorrow Never Dies, apparently that had 2 lines, strange, Underdog, Vince Lombardi, White Christmas, and one that I left out there because I cannot imagine what the figures are. I'm going to have a look there. Titanic.
Ha.
And
Oh no! Well, do you actually know for a fact that they did these figures?
they did Babylon 5 figures. I haven't checked to see if it's those ones, but I'm actually laughing at one of the Titanic figures that they did. It's Thomas Andrews.
Funny. Aha.
Does it come with realistic drowning action?
No, I think they did the dolls. They did the big dolls.
No, they did those figures as well, the 5-inch ones.
And these as well, but they're completely different styles. That's weird.
Have you seen the different kinds of figures that Kenner made? They did the 12-inch Star Wars dolls, and they also did the original 3 3/4-inch figures. But yeah, I'm actually looking at the Kosh narrow neck figure now with the little Vorlon ship.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. Interesting. Random, but interesting. Sort of.
This
is made in China on the back of that.
That's it, recently. Richard's with us. Oh, Richard, you picked the perfect time to join because the first half of the first 90% of this stream so far was boring as hell.
I've just been scrolling.
Babylon 5 makes me think of By the Rivers of Babylon by Boney M. Skeletons. Boney. Okay.
Coconut.
Has anyone seen the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer? I think we've all seen it by now. Seen a still image with what looks like a Manaman out of Jabba's palace. That's right. Yes, it's same species. I don't know if it's actually a Manaman. Richard would like the Lego Titanic.
Going for those member berries.
Yeah. Should we discuss this trailer? Andy, have you seen this trailer? Oh, okay.
Not yet.
I wouldn't bother.
I've seen people mentioning it, but for some reason it didn't sort of spring up on my feed. So,
have you seen the series, The Mandalorian? Yes. There's nothing really in the trailer that wouldn't fit in the series. It feels like a trailer for season 4 of The Mandalorian.
So it's a TV movie, basically.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a cinematic film to me.
But that's the problem when they put so much money into the series.
Yeah.
The movies won't look any different.
Yeah.
It's not. I can't say there's anything in the trailer that's made me think, oh, I might want to watch that.
No, the one thing that did make me raise an eyebrow, is that the right term?
Mm-hmm.
Razor crest.
Yeah, he's got a Razor crest back, hasn't he?
Yeah, with yellow markings on it. And I just thought, all those people that jumped on the HasLab, and then the week after they paid the HasLab, you blew it up in the show. Yeah? They were all disappointed with it because you blew up the ship they'd just spent several £100s on a year before they got it. And then they received it a year later. A lot of them will have sold it because the ship no longer meant anything. And then once they've sold it, you've got to put it back in the show. That's not very nice.
And we'll sell another one because it's got a slightly different paint scheme on it.
Of course.
Yeah.
At half the price. Just a really
it's what came to my attention is it so hard to have put actual proper ATATs in rather than ATACTs?
Yeah.
You know, they're not ATATs. Just put proper ATATs in it.
Yeah. It'd be a lot. I think more people would be happy with that, wouldn't they?
They can't sell new toys if they're not different ships.
No, but we've seen them previously in Rogue One. They're not military vehicles. The cargo transport AT-ATs.
Okay.
Yeah, so if in the trailer it shows you him on board one of them fighting troops, and it's like the troops wouldn't be on those; they'd be on a proper AT-AT, not a cargo.
I did see a comment somewhere that you see both an AT-AT and an AT-ACT
All right.
in the trailer. I've only watched the trailer the once, and I can't say that I noticed an AT-AT. I only noticed the AT-AT. But the one from Rogue One has like an orange box, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas in this, I think it's grey. Like
they're all grey. Yeah.
I don't think of a use case for using something the size of an AT-AT as a truck, basically.
Well, the thing is that the AT-ACTs are bigger than AT-ATs. They're taller. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those things when you see something and you think why, so you look up why. And it's like,
but why? But why though?
I happened upon a size chart, a scale chart, and the AT-ACTs are bigger than the AT-ATs, and then the next one that's bigger than that is the gorilla ones that from is it Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Lovely.
But it's not. It's.
I tried Tim Tam.
It'll probably do what it needs to do for the people that want it to do for them what they want it to do.
Yes.
Do you think there's an audience for it?
I'm sure there is. For the younger generation, there will be.
I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I was thinking about this actually the other day with regards Stranger Things. It's like, is there really an audience for Stranger Things anymore? Because it's taken them that long to get towards the end.
I've lost interest.
Yeah, and it's like...
I'll be honest.
The beyond... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to, be the usual hypocritical self that I am and say that they've completely and utterly aged out of the roles that they're in.
Inevitably.
Yeah, but obviously that's accepting the fact that back in the 80s I was watching Breakfast Club and things like that, where 20-something-year-olds were playing teenagers. So I get the hypocrisy in that statement.
Yeah.
However, I would probably say maybe at some certain levels back then, maybe they could have got away with it a bit more. But you were just in those movies, you were tied to a single point in time. Where with Stranger Things, each season happens the year after the next, and it's like, well. It started in 83, so season 1's 83, 2 is 84, 3 is 85, 4 is 86, so 5 is going to be 87, so there were about 12 in the first season, so now there's supposed to be 17.
It's strange because with Stranger Things, I can remember being really impressed with them as child actors in season 1. I think I've said this before. I don't tend to find most child actors to be very believable. I don't think they're very good in the role because they don't know how to act. It's something that you learn as you get older, isn't it? But I was surprised with how good they were. I found them quite. I found that most of them had good depth.
They had good chemistry together as
well.
well.
They
worked well.
As the series has gone on, I've been less and less impressed with them, and I've actually grown to dislike some of them.
The only one that I would say hasn't improved and is massively overrated is 11, Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't think she's a particularly good actress.
Like I said, I think that series 1, she didn't have much to do, did she?
No,
she just had to wander around a little bit.
But I
think in subsequent series, she's kind of like, I think that's hamstringed her because it's like
but the thing is,
she isn't great.
Yeah, but she is supposed to be like that because she didn't have a very normal childhood. She just spent a lot of time going.
Yeah, I get that, but when you see her in other things as well, I don't think she's particularly great. But
I don't want to watch the Hammer stuff. There is no audience. What? It'll be shite, says Dave.
I think she'll do better when she's getting put in films that aren't for teenage audiences, because obviously at the moment she's very much in that sort of age group. That's where she's been pigeonholed a bit, I think.
I don't know. I mean, really? Because, I mean, most of the films that she's been in today haven't done that particularly well. Have they?
To be fair, the biggest one's probably been Godzilla King of the Monsters, and she weren't exactly the star of that, was she?
No.
I think this is the confusing thing these days, though. I mean, when you said that, I immediately thought of things like that Electric State film, because that's only Netflix, isn't it?
So
that's the other thing as well. You're getting a lot of streaming service movies which aren't really hitting the cinemas or doing much cinema-wise, and so it's kind of like maybe that's a stigma upon some actors, because they're not getting to be box office kind of things. Who knows? But I suppose at the moment you've got to go where the money is, really, haven't you? I suppose, and get jobs where you can get them. I don't know. Maybe she's the kind of actress that probably would have done better. Maybe, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s, rather than, because there's a lot of them about doing the same kind of thing.
I think it must be incredibly hard now to actually kind of break out. To actually really be recognised, because, as you say, there's so much volume out there.
Yeah.
Certain people with certain interest niches will know certain actors and actresses in that niche, but unless they're really, really huge names.
And but you see, that's also the problem with having so many streaming services, because you'd have to be very lucky, I think, to be able to afford all the streaming services. So if you've got someone, I don't know, say for example, if you've got someone in a Disney Plus streaming movie, people who haven't got Disney Plus aren't going to see that unless they head to the high seas. The same as if something appears on, is it Apple Plus? Is it Apple TV?
Apple TV.
Yeah, if someone's on that in a movie, if you haven't got Apple TV, they're not going to get to see that. Or Paramount Plus, or it just goes on and on and on. There's too many. There's too many streaming services competing with each other, banging content out that you just you're not going to get to see. Well, you what? It's impossible to get to see it all. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but I can sometimes sit down on an evening, put Netflix on, and by the time I've realised, an hour has passed, and I've still not even decided what I want to watch.
Yeah. I've been there and done that.
Yeah, and it's like, right, okay, it's time for bed now. So I've spent the bit of time I would have done watching something, browsing for something to watch.
Well, I mean, I do with YouTube videos as well, because some even like the news-based ones, sometimes they're 20 minutes long. So by the time you watch 3 of them, it's like I could watch an episode of something else that was sort of serial-based, and it's like, but sometimes you just hit on something that sort of amuses you, and then you just stick with it, don't you? And it's just like all of a sudden you got hours have gone. But this is it. I mean, we were probably the last generation that had a sort of relatively finite number of choices, and therefore grew up watching largely the same thing as each other, because we had no other bloody choice, because there was only so much on,
I do miss TV shows where you got 24 episodes a season.
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a thing.
Anyway. You had more time to develop characters and get to know the characters, and and get invested in it.
And there were longer episodes.
It's what?
There were longer episodes as well.
No, 45 minutes. 45
minutes more often than not.
I mean, an example would be at lunchtime today, I finished off watching Alien Earth. And I won't spoil it for people. But I got to the end of the season and I thought, what actually happened? Nothing particular in any way kind of happened.
Luke, hello there. When these shows started, the streaming was relatively new, but now it's all mainstream. There isn't a TV in streaming now, it's all streaming. So everything feels mainstream, nothing feels cool anymore. It doesn't have to be cool, it just has to be good.
Yeah, we want good content. You know, we want well written. And again, case in example, Alien Earth. It's well, my opinion, it's abysmally written. It's very, very poor, shoddy writing.
I've yet to watch that one.
Yeah,
I'm about halfway through, I think, at the moment.
I would suggest to anybody, and they can take this or leave it, I don't care, but I would suggest to anybody, if you're thinking of watching Alien Earth, go watch Aliens instead. It'll be far more fulfilling and worth your time. Yeah. In fact, I'll be honest with you. In between watching Alien Earth, I actually went back and started watching all the other Alien films. And I will say and be perfectly honest, both Alien versus Predator films are better than Alien Earth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ow.
Wow.
Damn, it's going to get worse, isn't it? Thing is, what I found so far is that it's very much sort of telegraphing, hey, this is what we're setting up next, folks. And it's like, yeah, okay.
Well, it's not even that. It's, I mean, even Alien Romulus is better than Alien Earth, and Alien Romulus is shit.
I didn't mind Romulus, to be honest.
You know, it's just
I quite enjoyed that one.
I don't understand how they can again. Well, it's the same argument I had with Transformers. You know, the cinematic universe with Transformers. How can they take an IP that is so rich in creativity and history and characters and established canon and fuck it up? Yeah? How? I don't understand how. Well, I know how. It's because you've got people that don't have any particular writing experience come in and try to imprint themselves onto the particular. I mean, the premise of Alien
was trying to imprint himself on Megan Fox, to be honest with you.
You know, it's like the premise of it should be a good premise. You know, what the hell? You know, what if an alien got onto Earth? You know, because throughout all the Alien films, the main message has been, we can't let these get to Earth.
Yeah.
Now they've got to
find out they've already been here.
And it's like, okay. Again, it's not a spoiler. You've seen them in the trailers. But they're using pulse rifles 60 years before we see pulse rifles in Aliens.
Well, there's
so now that
pulse rifles, aren't they?
No, they're pulse rifles.
No, they're the modern pulse rifles.
They're about 5% different, Andy. Be fair. I've looked at this. They're using pulse rifles.
Call out to what you're
No, but the point is, we're expected to believe that 60 years from now, colonial marines, you know, the very pinnacle of their services, are still using firearms that have changed very little in the past 60 years.
Well, we are now.
No.
We're still using bullets and guns and gunpowder. I mean, you know.
But anyway. But the weapons are vastly different from what they were. You know, do you see many soldiers walking around with Lee Enfield 303 rifles?
Mm-hmm.
When did the AK-47 come out?
AK-47s have been out quite a long time, but the reason why they're still around is because they're very cheap to make.
Well, maybe that's the thing with pulse rifles, then.
Maybe it is. Who knows?
But one interesting thing that this did remind me of, actually, was how they did travel in Aliens. Because obviously they tend to put them into cryosleep, clearly for long voyages. The interesting thing about that is that I wonder what the actual speed of the ships is, so what their travel time is between stars, because they told the cyborg guy he was sort of decades.
65 years.
We all know that you'd love to see some soldiers.
Yeah, they've been on a 65-year mission.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about that is the tech that they've got on board the Sulaco was probably created on Earth, you know, dozens of years ago. Mm-hmm. So when you think about it, the gap isn't that big in terms of what you see on Earth now versus what they end up carrying on Aliens.
Well, no, because if you look at it that way, then the technology they're using is 120 years old, because if they've been on a 65-year mission and Aliens is roughly, give or take, 60 years after Alien Earth, then you're talking 120 years since the people set off on their mission in Alien Earth. Because they're at the end of a 65-year mission.
Yeah, but how does that link up with the firearm tech, though? Because the firearm tech is current on Earth then.
Yeah, but you were talking about the cryostasis stuff.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Sulaco from Aliens now. I'm thinking that when it leaves Earth to go and look at LV-426,
yeah,
it's obviously it has to get loaded up at some point, and the point at which it gets loaded up is whatever point it is after Alien Earth. But I'm just saying,
I'm not right. I'll be honest with you. I don't know
exactly what the time gaps
are. I don't think
Aliens
it makes it clear how long it takes.
Aliens is probably quite a long time after Alien, because Ripley was in cold sleep for quite a while as well.
Well, just have a look now, and apparently Alien and Aliens, there's about 67 years between them.
That sounds about right. Which does mean that there should have been a bit more tech development along the way, really. But anyway.
And apparently Alien 3 is in the same year as Aliens.
Yeah, because the stasis is interrupted and the crash on Fury 1-3.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Although, arguably, you're right. The degree of scepticism there is not unreasonable, because how far has the Sulaco actually got in that time? But anyway, as I say, it very much depends on how fast the ships are.
But again, that highlights a problem in the writing. Because, I mean, you've seen this episode, Andy, and that is if the Maginot, which is the name of the ship that they're on that crash lands, that's at the end of a 65-year mission. How can a certain somebody have a certain plant on that ship?
Fair enough.
Yeah, to be able to, sabotage it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, if people enjoy it, what the hell? Who am I or anyone else to criticize them? If they enjoy it, they enjoy it. But I personally, I was just like.
We also don't actually know whether or not Earth's got any sort of other. I mean, there must be presumably other deep range colonies like the one they set up on LV-426 out there as well. So we don't actually know whether or not those ships could get resupplied or whatever elsewhere.
Well, the thing is,
who knows? But
you see, that's the thing, that Alien establishes that the company did not know about the alien.
Oh, Joe, we've got 3 Joes in the chat tonight.
Before then, the ship in Alien was
well played, Luke. Well played.
That they were woken up from cryo sleep. They were woken up from cryo sleep because the ship picked up a distress call.
Yeah.
They had no prior knowledge of the alien. What happened was when they got the egg back, when they got him back on board and the chest burster came out.
Face hugger.
When the chest burster came out.
Oh yes, sorry, yes.
That was when Ash contacted via Mother the company, and then that's when the company said this needs to be brought back to us at all costs, because it was a new life form to them. They had no prior knowledge, where Alien Earth now contradicts that. They also further contradict it as well, because in Alien Earth they actually call it a xenomorph, and it wasn't given that name until Aliens.
Okay.
Isn't xenomorph a general term for a shape?
No, xenomorph is actual name for that specific species.
Interesting. Not having seen all of it, of course, I don't know whether or not Utani end up with it or not. So I don't know if
Do the company definitely not know about it in Alien though? Because they do make a point of calling it the perfect organism.
No, Ash calls it the perfect organism after he's been studying it and looking at it.
Oh, I thought that was sort of like coming down from his superiors.
No, he's basically studying it.
Right, okay.
And then, like I say, it's not until they get it back on board and it bursts out Ash's chest. Not Ash's chest. John Hurt's characters.
Yeah.
Kane. Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is, it's far from perfect, isn't it? when you think about the life cycle, it's like it's got to be hatched out of an egg. There's got to be something there for it to impregnate when it comes out. What if there isn't?
We see the thing is in the original, well, it's a deleted scene actually, but also in the original script.
Yeah.
In the absence of a queen, the xenomorph, the alien, is able to make the human transform into an egg.
Yeah, that was going to be a thing potentially.
Because it showed the deleted scene. It shows you some of the crew actually up on the walls, being transformed into eggs,
being cocooned.
But yeah, I mean, it's. But then again, you could also argue, which it is true, Prometheus and Covenant also kind of mess about with the timeline somewhat. Which
in particular does.
Yeah, which in some ways Alien Earth is kind of like ignoring Prometheus and Covenant.
Apparently, it is explicitly ignoring them according to the creators.
But regardless, I mean, it's. I just feel that Alien Earth could have been so much more if they'd have just forgotten about the alien bit and just focused on what they were doing with the transfer of consciousness and things like that. Because when you're watching it, it kind of has more in common with Blade Runner than it does Alien.
I've got to be honest with you. I really like the Prometheus film, but I like it more on the fact that yes, it's set in the same universe.
Yeah, but
it's not really anything to do with aliens.
No.
And I think that's where they should have gone with Alien Earth as well.
Yeah. I think the Prometheus was a good starting point for an adventure or a narrative within that universe, but I think Ridley Scott's mistake was trying to tie it in with the Alien films. But
I've made a video about that very subject, tying it back to Fortnite characters as to why is it that we can run around in Fortnite as the Alien, the Predator, the Terminator. Why are kids still getting this stuff forced down their throats when it's only the oldies who should be bothered about it?
Well, you can do the same in Minecraft, can't you? I mean, Dave runs around as Bosk. Or he did do. I don't know if he still does.
But also, the other thing as well is...
Richard's back. He's
the people writing Alien Earth, they don't really understand the alien. They don't get what the alien is or how it should behave or what it specifically is. Because I'm really trying hard not to spoil it for people, but they have you see that in Alien Earth, they have the alien mindlessly just slaughtering and killing people. And the alien never did that. The alien only attacked if it was being attacked. Other than that, the alien basically caught you, captured you, and was trying to basically so it could propagate the species. But I suppose they've got to try and make an exciting story.
Yeah.
But anyway. Whatever.
How did we get here? Because we were on Show Us Your Bits, weren't we?
Trailer.
Yeah.
Talking about trailers.
Yeah. Andy, do you still have any more toys to show us?
No, that was the only one I actually bought.
That was it. Hey, do you want to go next?
Apart from that, but not very exciting.
What is it?
That is a Minbari flyer, so that is the size of ship that you get from inside one of those action figures of Babylon 5.
All right.
Okay.
A Minban. Minban. Isn't that in Star Wars?
Minbari.
Oh, Minbari.
Minbari.
Thought it were a bit of a crossover deal going off there then.
Nope. Proper physics in Babylon 5.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I have been trying to die quietly.
Although, the other day, I did watch quite an interesting YouTube video about pitting an X-Wing up against a Colonial Viper.
Oh, right, okay.
Because they were at the original point, they were actually designed by the same person.
Ralph McQuarrie.
Yeah, they're both designed by Ralph McQuarrie. So it's like, and then someone done this video about pitting them, in a dogfight kind of thing, and unsurprisingly, the X-wing would be, the winner, but the caveat of that was, as long as it could keep the Colonial Viper at a distance. If the Colonial Viper was able to get up close range, because it's more manoeuvrable, and that it would be able to take out the X-wing. I found it quite interesting actually, because like I say, when you look at the Colonial Vipers, they do have manoeuvring thrusters on them, where the X-wing doesn't.
Which generation of Viper was it?
The proper one, the Mark One. From the 80s one. You're not going to pit the new Galactica Vipers against an X-wing, are you? It's you've got to do old for old, haven't you?
I suppose so.
But because that even as a kid, that used to I used to think and puzzle me that how does an X-wing land when it's no downward thrust going off? It's just got like its engines at the back. But anyway, it's just
possibly got repulsor lifts like land speeders have.
Maybe.
Or it's like, how does it turn full stop? Because
there's no like thrust momentum. But then again, I mean, I know it's the science fiction films and it's not to be taken literally, but again, no space film.
Oh, stop it, Martin!
gets the physics of space. Because whenever you see like an X-wing or a Viper or any fighter in space flying, they've constantly got their engines on. And it's like, no, you just turn the engine on, it gives you initial bit of thrust, and then you turn the engine off because you'll just keep going at the same speed.
You've never watched.
Well, if you leave the engines on, then in theory you will just keep getting faster and faster and faster and faster.
Right, you would accelerate. Yes.
Yeah.
Up to a point. Anyway.
Would you though?
But Battlestar.
I did say in theory.
But the modern series Battlestar Galactica does do proper physics.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
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 Yes, it is, Dave. Yes, you have found the Nerd Talk channel. Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Oh, it's the same one, is it? Okay.
Yeah, the team. Yeah, that would I really enjoyed that. That were really good with that.
Oh, the Slave one would have to win that one, surely.
Well, the Slave one is the Firefly class, isn't it? Fire spray. Yeah, that was actually a police
patrol vehicle, wasn't it? Yeah.
So it would have some military purposefulness to it.
Whereas the Razor Crest wasn't that just sort of like a transport? Yeah.
And that was like Republic era, wasn't it? That was Republic era transport.
The Clone Wars era.
So yeah, Slave One's going to take that.
Oh, right. Okay, then go on, Eddie. What toys have you got to show us?
Well, let's keep it on Star Wars. I've got a Sand Trooper.
I'm with a shot off now. Look after you. I'll take care, Joe. Yes, it has to win. Oh, he's switching cameras.
I'm switching cameras.
There you go.
What's the better bike, Dreads or the one from Akira? The one from Akira.
Yeah, but Dreads has more firepower, as in it has firepower.
He never said which is the most powerful. He said which is the better.
Depends what you're doing with it.
So yeah,
Sand Trooper is cool.
So yeah.
Oh, we like Sand Trooper.
The new Black Series Sand Trooper came today, and it's very nice. But it's not perfect.
I was just going to say, I had someone in the shop on Saturday saying that the new Sand Trooper isn't actually as good as the original one.
It's right.
Is it a mixed bag?
Sand gets everywhere.
Well, I'm debating on whether about to do a video on it or not. But I don't know. It's not right. Let me see now. Let's take him. You probably can't tell because I've not got my lights set up for showing stuff on camera, but there is a distinct difference between the two. There is I'm sure you'll get them in the shop, Gareth. And
yeah. Yeah.
When you see them yourself, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know instant. As soon as you look at it, you'll instantly know what.
They look like different whites.
No, it's not. It's not just that. To be fair, it's not just that. It is. I would say they've used a completely different plastic on it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. But I won't go too far into detail, just in case I do decide to do something with it. But it's got. I mean, they have paid attention. They've given it a different shape knee pad, and the torso section detail is different as well. The only thing that isn't the same, which again, I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just a prop malfunction, and that's the black band is straight rather than it being raised up and bent a bit, like what we see on the Sand Troopers in the film. But I think in the film, if we're honest, that was just a prop malfunction. I don't think it was supposed to be raised up or out of shape. I think it was just...
Well, Paul says he can see the difference. One of them has an orange shoulder.
A pauldron. You mean a pauldron? An orange pauldron. Well, at least this time, they've actually got an original trilogy pauldron on it, rather than First Order pauldron. So, yeah, so that came in.
Would you rather have an Ed 209 or a deceased loved one brought back as RoboCop with a corrupted mind?
What?
My house isn't big enough for an Ed 209.
It depends. What are you going to do with them?
I think he's talking about in reality.
Yeah.
If the RoboCop film was real, would you rather have an Ed 209 military robotic tank, or would you rather have a deceased loved one brought back to life as RoboCop with a corrupted mind? Well, I think it has to be Ed 209 then, doesn't it?
Yeah, you'd have to be
your vehicle from my drive. You have 30 seconds to comply.
Yeah, there is actual an argument to be made that RoboCop, it isn't Alex Murphy. Alex Murphy's
the
dead.
brain's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, he's dead. It's a
his
simulant
memories start
of
coming
it.
back, don't they?
It's what?
His memories start coming back, don't they?
They do, yeah.
His memories do come back. Yeah.
Ed, switch your camera around, mate.
I think he's got something else to show us. Oh,
see.
Call an exterminator.
Can't see it because of the thing, but yeah, a Beatles book.
You might have well left it on the other camera.
Album by album. It's what?
Gosh.
I said you might as well have left it on the other camera.
Yeah, I did that too, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Very nice.
Beatles book. And then... There you go.
Hey.
Rather puzzling.
It was, of course, Ed's birthday yesterday, so he's showing off his prezzies.
Yeah, that's what them two were, the book and the puzzle. The book was from my daughter, and the puzzle was just from this person I know.
Total dickhead.
From one dickhead to another.
Have you checked it yet to see if all the bits are there?
No, I haven't. No, not yet.
I will be honest, I didn't. I looked at it and I thought it looks okay. The guy assured me that it was.
Yeah.
But you know what it's like when you're buying something like that second hand. Of course they're going to say it.
To be fair, I mean, in all honesty, it would be very nice if it is complete, but it doesn't really matter if it's not.
Yeah.
The
box is nice, isn't it?
It's going to be, yeah. The box is nice, and I think I'll probably get a DC case for it. I think.
Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's because it will make a nice display piece. It'd look nice on the shelf, displayed.
I assume that there's others in the range as well, but that's all I've ever seen.
There's smoke screen.
Not
smoke screen. Blue streak.
Blue streak.
Blue streak is the other one.
Ben says happy birthday for yesterday.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Has anyone seen the AI Stanley hologram that will be at a Comic-Con? That's
creepy.
And
You know, considering how much glory he stole from others, I have no problem with them besearching his memory.
Ouch.
Richard wishes you a happy birthday for yesterday as well, and so does Dave. There we go.
No, thank you very much.
At least.
It's a funny thing with Stanley, isn't it? Because it's like, how much of that was him, and how much of that was him being thrust forward and thought, like, you know, if we get Stanley on board with this is kind of like him, you know, giving his blessing on it, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the bloke, and I don't really know much about the stories that have been told about him. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would assume, like anyone that gets to those lofty kind of positions, that they will have a certain arrogance about them and a certain, you know, cutthroat attitude. You know, I mean, I would assume that probably the majority of famous rich people aren't particularly nice people, but
It's the Bob Kane Bill Finger thing, isn't it?
it's what? Sorry.
It's the Bob Kane and Bill Finger thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah, because I think.
Everyone's wishing you a happy birthday now.
Oh, stop. Give up.
It's too late. It was yesterday.
Save it while next year. It's just another day. You get to my age and it's just another day. It's nothing to get overly excited about.
Happy day of the birth for yesterday.
Yes. But, yeah. It's. I think, was it only the first time I saw a big to do about it was when they did the '89 movie.
Oh, the Bill Finger thing.
Yeah, I remember reading an article, and they were like, you know, there was this really big article that was saying that, hang on a minute, you know, you're there, Bob Kane, this, that, and he says, you know, you're forgetting Bill Finger, who was just as responsible, kind of thing.
Well, it turned out it was more so, wasn't it?
Bill Finger, yeah.
Yes. I mean, yes, Bob Kane came up with the name Batman, but everything that we know of Batman came from Bill Finger, apparently. So it is a shame.
Well, it was the thing. It was Da Vinci, wasn't it?
Friendship is like a jigsaw puzzle. It can end up in pieces, but can still be put back together. Oh, I see what you did there, Martin. Gareth, are you practicing your Halloween costume for the thing? Cough, cough. Not quite. $15 to $20 for a picture with it. What? Oh, of the AI? Really?
Yeah.
For $15 to $20 for a picture of AI. Everyone's got ChatGPT on the phone. That made me laugh. I'll end up coughing. Happy birthday to Gareth and Andy as well. That's all done for another year. Mine was way gone. Way gone.
So yeah, that's the end of my pickups. I think, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I will ask the chat. I'll ask the chat. One of the weapons that you get with the Sand Trooper is that one.
What's
You get that one.
Oh right, yes, yeah.
You know, the canister one. Now, would I be right in believing that that's the first time that we've got that in the Black Series range? Because we've had, and I know we've had like the blunderbuss kind of one, you know, the big thick one that
the big long one,
and then we've also had the one that in the games they have the scout troopers using as sniper rifles.
Yeah,
but I don't ever recall seeing that in the Black Series.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not particularly keen on this. I never have. It's all right, but I don't like it because there's no stock to it. It's literally just like a pistol with then a long tube and canisters on it.
You'd have to ask George about that one.
George?
Lucas.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, obviously it will be made from a real-world gun. I mean, the canisters I do recognise. I think it was a German gun that you incorporated those. I think it were a post-First World War gun that had them, but...
Martin's banging on about this retro collection tonight. He says you also get that with the retro collection Sand Trooper.
Yeah, so that's a 3 3/4 inch figure. So, but yeah, I think that's the first time we've got it with the Black Series, which is nice.
I am going to go and put my children to bed. I mean, I'm on my own tonight. I'm parenting alone. So I will be back shortly, gentlemen, and I will come back and show you my pickups. In the meantime, I'll leave you two to it.
Okay.
Oh, is that the time? Time to go.
Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone. Hello. No. All right, we'll wait for him to get back. It would be rude to abandon ship.
Not enough axes and loincloths in Star Wars. I think that's why I'm not super keen on it.
You would have liked Beastmaster. My dad used to watch Beastmaster.
Beastmaster's a good film. The two ferrets. He had two ferrets.
2 ferrets.
One of them dies, but then the one that's left has babies. So it's like, yeah, it's Mark Singer who's also in V.
V, yes.
Played Donovan.
I watched V quite avidly when I was little, which I probably shouldn't have been doing, but I knew how to work the video recorder.
Yeah, V was yeah, I was allowed to stop up and watch V when that came out.
I think my dad quite liked that one as well, probably because it had Mark Singer in it. But anyway. Yeah.
I'm back.
He's back.
I am. I'm back. Shuffling the night.
Ricochet.
Yeah. They did assure me they would be in bed for 9:30. It's now leaving 20 to 10, and they've just started brushing their teeth.
Wow.
Child time is real time.
Right. I did say that I'd show my pickups, didn't I?
You did. It's very true.
I'm big already. Right, I picked something up at the Bolton Toy Fair. Apparently, and Andy had already preempted that I was collecting these now. I met a little mutant.
Reference, if even for me.
Yeah, well, Andy did actually send me a link a few days ago. I think it was an eBay listing for a sideshow Metaluna Mutant, and I was like, it's very cool, but I don't really collect them.
No.
But if I see something cool and I really like it, then I will do. And it was purely because of how they had it on the stall. The sun was behind them, and
that's cool.
The light was shining through it, and it looked absolutely amazing. So the sunlight helped sell that to me. It was 30 quid. I tried to barter them down to 25, but they're having none of it. But I think it's quite cool. I like it. I haven't decided if it's coming out of the box or not. But it's articulated. It's got looks like it's got knee joints. It looks like it's got elbow joints. It's got double elbow joints, because apparently it's got an elbow here and an elbow there. Shoulder, and it looks like the head turns. So that's quite fun. All the way from the land of Japan, I've got myself another Godzilla Safuri. This one, Gigan. The absolutely mental looking cyborg. This one's from the 2005 Final Wars, Godzilla Final Wars. I did have this in from that collection in the shop. And I'd said to myself, come Christmas, when I always take something from the shop as a present from the shop to me. Perks of the job. I was going to have this, and guess what I sold the week before Christmas? Yeah. So one popped up last week at the Japanese firm that I get stuff from, so I was like, I'm having it! I'm having it! And there was... I've beat this. This next thing has been here beside me to show you for about 6 months.
That sounds about right.
I keep not showing you. It's a Gundam kit. I'm sticking with the theme tonight. It's a translucent Gundam kit.
Ooh.
It's Char's Zaku too. I don't know if I dare build it. It's going to be very, very brittle. Yeah. Inside it's sealed. All the parts are still. It does call itself. It's a master grade kit. It's crystal version, professional use only. Apparently.
Mm. Are you a professional, sir? Are you a professional Zaku user?
They're all still on the screw and sealed. But the side of the box did give away that they also do the green Zaku and the RX-78.
Mm-hmm.
And what's prompted me to tell you about this week is that along with that Gigan I've just shown you, I also got this. So that means I just need an RX-78 too, doesn't it?
Apparently so, sir.
I've got a funny feeling that that's going to be quite hard to find. I think these are a few years old now. Doesn't say.
We've got a few more comments in the chat if you
wish
to.
1996.
Oh,
so
right.
there is quite a bit of age to them, actually.
There is.
Oh, they're going to be so brittle. They're going to be so brittle. I knew Richard would like it. Yeah, I like that guy. It's mental. It's mental. It's me all over, isn't it? Mental. Oh.
I've just had a quick look because Dave had mentioned about it, the big gun is a Lewis gun.
Ah.
You know, like the fat one, it takes like a drum on it. But that one, I was right. That one, it is. It's a post World War I German gun. It's an MG-15.
Okay.
And the actual proper one does have a stock on it, you know, to hold it. But apparently, it was initially built to be used on aircraft.
I thought it looked like an anti-aircraft gun, kind of.
Yeah, well, it's because the fire rate of it was timed, so it would miss the propeller.
Miss the propellers. Yes, they did that. Yeah.
Because that was the Messerschmitt 109s. They had two machine guns above the engines.
And they
were timed, so they'd missed the propeller.
What was you said earlier, Dave, about nerd talk?
It's a clever thing to do because it means that you're shooting down your eye line rather than from the wings.
Yeah.
So you can
they're just as accurate because even the Hurricanes and Spitfires back in the late 30s and 1940s actually had a version of holographic technology in them anyway, because the sight was a projected light crosshairs. And so that when they looked through those crosshairs, because the guns were slightly angled in to meet at the crosshairs.
But like the X-Wings, presumably, because otherwise the X-Wings wouldn't be able to shoot stuff directly in front of them because they'd be going to either side of it.
Yeah. Go at an angle. So yeah, it's the Lancaster bomber Kate flew over our house the other day. Which was rather nice.
I think we're killing Gareth off here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'd say it was probably about maybe 400 feet. 400 feet it was flying over at. Love it. I was sat in the room, and I was like,
was it a mail plane?
No, it was it was a parcel one. Yeah, I was just sat in the room, and I was just like, I recognise the sound of that engine. And I went out into the garden, and then it was like, where are you? And then boom, it came over. A very distinct sound as the Rolls-Royce Merlin, especially when you've got 4 of them.
Yes. Did I tell you about the time the Ospreys came over my house?
Oh, the military ones, the vertical takeoff ones.
By God, that was loud. Never had anything like it. Literally woke me up, and I thought it was an earthquake. It was incredible. Flying really low. But I asked my son what they were because he's got like a flight radar.
Yeah, you can get the app and that. Yeah. Which is interesting because military aircraft don't always show up on it.
No, not always. They turn the transponders off or whatever. Then they go dark.
There's certain flights in certain countries that they have to have the transponder on, and then others they have to turn them off. And it's mainly over the Middle East countries where they have to turn the transponders off.
Okay.
Because if not, they'll have pot shots taken at them. Apparently, And tell you what else is quite interesting with the flight tracker as well is when you're watching the ones that fly over the Atlantic.
Oh, really?
They'll get so far over the Atlantic and then they'll turn the transponders off. And then they don't turn the transponders back on again until they get over the States. And apparently the ones that do that the most are the troop transporters. So if they're taking servicemen back over to the States from foreign assignments and stuff. It's just like fascinating stuff. But then again, it's next level nerdness.
Indeed. And why not? Are we up to date with the chats? Because people seem to be getting Lego sound waves and things.
Lego sound waves?
Yeah. Oh, that's ages back, is that?
Yeah, I think Ed put those up while I went for a little...
Oh, you bounced already.
And then Martin's coming with the lady that did E.T. did the voice for Bush. The mighty Bush. Apparently she was chosen because she did something like 80 cigarettes a day and she had this really husky, gravelly voice. And that's why they chose her, apparently.
Interesting.
So I was reading, yeah. Probably sounded like Patty and Selma from Simpsons.
Oh, my mum.
No, to be fair. Keep your mother's name out of your mouth.
I never said her name.
This what?
I never said her name.
You did, you said Mum.
That's only what I call her. A very gravelly voice. Should have got her to do Yoda as well, shouldn't they?
No, that was Fozzie Bear. And Miss Piggy. That's a good watch. If people have got Disney Plus, there's a really, really good documentary on there about Jim Henson.
Oh,
yeah, that's a good. That's worth a watch. Really, really good. Yeah, especially if you're a fan of the Muppets back in the day.
Do Yoda, you will.
Do Yoda, I can.
Ewok is part Mongolian. The lady who recorded it was so nervous they got her pissed on vodka.
Oh.
Ichuba. Yup, yup.
Young's
Part Jawa as well. Houdini.
Houdini.
Do we actually know what Jawas look like?
Teddy bears.
Yeah, they're probably Ewoks, aren't they?
Ewoks on meth.
There'll be displaced Ewoks.
No, those Ewoks have slightly different coloured robes, as we saw.
Have you got a sand trooper? That's a sand Ewok.
Yes, a sandy Ewok. They shave because the sand gets everywhere into the fur.
Mini Tuscan Raiders, says Martin.
Yeah, what do sand people look like without all the wrappings on? Are they human? Are they alien?
Shaved Ewok. Well, you'd have to shave, wouldn't you? Could you imagine being really fluffy out in those suns? And you look at banthas. Oh,
Yeah, but that can keep you cool as well, though. That's the thing.
can it?
Apparently so.
I mean, the whole point of a fur coat is to keep warm.
Can work the other way.
That's why we hunt.
Well, actually, yeah, it does, because if you think about it, if you get a thermos flask and fill it with a hot liquid, it keeps it hot.
Yeah.
If you put an iced liquid in there, it keeps it ice cold. So it's because it's the vacuum. It traps it, and the heat or the cold can't dissipate through convection.
It's a barrier layer.
It's a barrier layer, so...
I think we should call it a night before long, because otherwise Gareth's going to keel over, which would be a bad thing.
Well, that would make for interesting viewing for everybody else, though, wouldn't it? Death of the Cosmic Toyman.
It's alright, we'll just defrost the next clone, it's fine.
The next clone. Could you imagine? I pity the world. Yeah, I think I've shown everything, so yeah. Yeah, if you want to call it a night later, gents, we can do.
Yeah, I think it's as good as time as any.
Live on air. Look, Martin's all for it. Go on, die, Gareth, die.
He's not that bloody bloke that really shot himself.
The Cosmic Council Halloween party. I'll come as a shaved Ewok.
Why is Dave on his small? Is he short?
He's not actually. No, he's shorter than me, but no star. Ben's just popped a picture in our chat saying Darth Krayt was a Tusken Raider turned Sith Lord in the Star Wars Legacy comics.
And what did he look like? Did he still have his wrappings on and stuff like that?
No. Let's see if can I share? Can I save it? Save to download. I don't want to save it to downloads. I want to save it to photos.
Oh, so he's humanoid looking. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've just Googled him now. So that's what a Sam person looks like without wrappings.
Well, that's what that one looks like.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Let's call it a night, everyone. Yeah, Ben, you probably could come as a Jawa, bless you.
He had a cousin who was in the Imperial Navy. He was called Shipping Crate.
I was waiting for that one. I was like, here we
Gareth
go.
can't die. People have toys to buy.
Yes, it was Martin. It was. There was some. He was caught doing something, if I remember. I think it was. Oh, what was it now? There was some kind of scandal, and it was. I think it was to do with the unions, and there was some payments or stuff like that going off. And one of the he did it so his family would still get paid out on the insurance and the life cover. And he basically
a self-inflicted gunshot.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. He holds this press conference and he hands out all these letters, and then he just whips a gun out, bang, and that's it. It's all caught on film. Blows top of his head off. Yeah,
Lovely.
it was. Yeah, I think it was early 70s, right? Early or mid 70s. It was. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched the explosion of JFK's head.
Yeah.
I used to go play pool, and whenever you chalk your cue up, and then tap it on the side of the pool table, and all the dust had sort of like just come off it. The landlord, said, "Oh God, I wish you'd stop doing that." I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because it always reminds me of JFK's head." The blood spray.
Lovely.
Yeah. Triangulation of crossfire.
Yeah. So
It was a bottle
after
that
that discussion, I then went and watched it. Funny how many assassinations they've had over in the States. Oh, right, okay then, on that note.
Yeah.
We've just hit 2 hours. Ed, where can they find you?
I'm here.
You're here.
I'm here in front of the screen.
Okay, when we've done, have you got anything else coming up? And if you have, then where can they find it?
I have no plans at the moment to release anything at the moment. There'll be a few photos on Instagram and Facebook, but video-wise, I've no immediate plans at the moment.
Okay.
So you're on a hiatus.
You could say that, yes.
Okay.
I just did.
Is there
You
a
did.
Series 6 of the Collector's Archive on the horizon?
Nah, don't know. It's been taken under advisement at the moment.
Oh, right, okay.
It may do, it may not do. I'll see how I feel in the morning.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Andy, what have you got coming up?
New York Comic Con, yeah, and also yes, there's an Eagle Moss flavored video tomorrow night.
All right.
Of things that do not move.
Things that do not move. Oh, okay. Well, they do, don't they? Because they're in orbit.
Relatively speaking, they do not.
I have to be that dickhead, don't I?
Apparently so.
Yeah. Relatively speaking, that's why you can get a fly flying around in a car as it's travelling down the motorway.
Relative velocity is a thing.
Mm.
Yeah, indeed. And there will be a Trek Toys on Monday, but I haven't done it yet. And on Thursday following is the Babylon 5 flavoured pickup one. So that one's ready.
Martin wants new Ed content.
We all want things we can't have.
Like, forget about the rest of you. I just want stuff from Ed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can have that. I mean, I've got some unused popcorn if anyone wants it.
Good night, Mario. In all honesty, I don't actually have anything that I'm currently working on. I need to start writing the script for an 80s video, but then Dave... Oh, hello, Tim. Good night, Tim.
Have you finished the 70s one yet?
It's done. However, having watched the 60s one back again, I may go back and tweak the 70s one a little bit. So draft one is done and it's there on YouTube waiting to go next month. But I may just tweak it a little bit first before it goes out. 80s would be the next to write. But yeah, Dave gave me the idea to do something for Halloween. So now I've kind of like, oh yeah, I should do a Halloween video. He's making more work for me. Bless him.
Just have the TV advert from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch on loop for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah. 2 more days to Halloween.
I don't care if you have a live content now. Not that
Dave. You make the content, Dave. If you make it, they will come.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd like to see more of your videos, actually, Dave. Come on, pull your finger out. So, yeah, I don't have anything that I'm currently... I need to pull something out of my hat for Friday and certainly for Tuesday, so I don't know what's coming. We'll see. Get over this cold, hopefully, first.
Indeed, yes, that. Yes.
So, yeah, that being said, I'm off. We're all off. Good night, everyone. I can be bothered, I will. You should all do an Halloween-themed content. Ed's already done his. He did his Skelly Bobs.
Or I could just do... I'll do the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man. I'm the
Incredible how you see.
I'm the Invisible Man.
See right.